knowledge and
craziest charge was the RICO. That's the only I respect.
with your knowledge,
like
with your knowledge in the feds, what do you predict with Lil Durk's situation?
He gonna tell he gonna get spanked.
No cap. FBI, open up! That's the only two options he got, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And 9 times out of 10, you know, these niggas be worried more about the guys and being gangster and being tough. They be more worried about that than actually being out of jail and not doing the rest of their life in the feds. But this is exactly what I've been saying. I'm gonna let this nigga talk a little bit more, but I'm letting you know right now, gang, the only two options Lil Durk has is to snitch. Because at the end of the day, Lil Durk didn't kill nobody. So he could easily get out if he snitched. Now, me personally, my nigga, I'm gonna tell you something.
Ladies
right now.
and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm snitching. Y'all motherfuckers better not get locked up for no murder I didn't do and think I'm finna go do no 45,722 years over no motherfucking RICO murder. That shit. Nope. I'm snitching. Quick, too. What? Y'all, hey, I tell you anything I wanna know. Hey, yo. Y'all tweaking, boy.
Not beating the feds. You don't see his mans.
His man's already snitching.
OTF Vonnie?
The feds only got you if somebody is telling.
Exactly.
Right? Because they build the case around the cooperator.
Exactly.
When I went down, who was the cooperator? Who was the nigga that built the case on us? The driver. Mm-hmm. So when I got kidnapped, the driver was already an informant.
Exactly.
So
that's another thing. I don't know what y'all think. Like, y'all think the feds came and locked some niggas up and they already don't have a snitch? Somebody around Lil Durk had been snitching for years. I think when that murder happened, like 2022 or 2023, I'm pretty sure I was in LA. I was living in LA when that shit happened. So I think it was like 2022. They locked them up last year. So they had 3 years. So over these last 3 years, bro, they already had an informant, gang. They already had somebody that was informing them on what was going on, what Lil Durk talked about. They already had all this information. You feel me? Like, just because they didn't say nothing about it don't mean they didn't know type shit, you know? So they already had that information, bro. If y'all think that the feds came and locked all them niggas up for this, and they got a full timeline of what happened, how it happened, when it happened, and ain't nobody snitching, you stupid. Honestly, Lil Durk might already be snitching.
He had the car bugged with cameras, surveillance, all our conversations.
Yeah.
Remember, he was our driver.
Right.
So when the feds come and get you, it's because they already got you.
Right.
Everybody know that saying.
Everybody know that.
You think these rappers spanking the feds? No.
No, nigga.
Look it up. Google, ChatGPT. What state you in? Texas, Florida, California, New York. They have a 95% conviction rate. They ain't beating them.
98, I think, right? All right, so we got a little bit of more information about the Lil Durk case and pretty much why he gonna get locked up. So we got some pictures. These are the 2 cars that was following Quando Rondo and his homies. These are the 2 white cars that they rented, by the way. They rented these cars in San Diego on a credit card. Like, if y'all think he's beating this dumbass case, bro, like, y'all, these little boys, hey, gang, y'all little boys slowed in a box of fucking Captain Crunch and Apple Jacks, man. I'm trying to tell you, gang. Like,
stop it.
Stupid.
Like, this is ridiculous. So, these are the 2 cars that they had, and they was driving and following Quando Rondo for a long time. They was following him until he ended up stopping at a gas station, and for whatever reason, they end up deciding to do that at the gas station. So this is, I think this is Vonnie right there, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not Vonnie. This is OTF some shit. I don't know. I can't even tell. I can't keep up with these niggas. But this is them. This is Lil Pab. This is them when they was in the black truck when everything went down. So this is Lil Pab. This is them pulling up next to him. And honestly, this is Vonnie. Honestly, I think Lil Pab and Quando Rondo, they was just riding around like lackadaisical, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why Lil Durk and them did that, because they knew that in LA, he wasn't going to be on his P's and Q's like that. I feel like if he was in Atlanta or some other place, they probably wouldn't have got as close, because Quando Rondo and them probably would have been more on their P's and Q's. But that's besides the point. So this is Lil Durk. I forgot what this nigga name is. It's not Vonnie. It's not Twin. Something like that. I don't know who he looks zesty than a motherfucker though. Who the hell is that? That's dumbass Durk and dumbass feds. So yeah, so they pretty much broke down the case right here. So first, Lil Durk alleged involvement is he's suspected of using coded language to communicate intentions regarding Quando Rondo. Authorities are investigating possible motives and connections to the murder. That's his name, DD. So OTF DD is responsible for coordinating activities and ensuring the operation runs smoothly. OTF Vonnie is the one who managed logistics, which would make sense because OTF Vonnie is the nigga who managed all the logistics for OTF as a whole. He's the one that made sure they got the cars and booked the hotels for the tour and all that type of stuff. They said he was the one doing all that. So he's the one who got the vehicles and the weapons. And they said he was the one that was driving the BMW that tracked Quando before the incident. Now, what I don't understand is you're in Los Angeles, California. You flew out here. You got guns. You got a hotel room. You got rented cars, all that. On top of that, your dumb ass used OTF credit cards. You wasn't even smart enough to do something else that could throw the feds off your trail.
Hey boy, don't skip this. This is important. Today's video is sponsored by CyberGhost VPN. Now I'm about to tell you why it's important. With over 38 million users worldwide, CyberGhost VPN is one of the most trusted VPN providers in the world. Do your homework on Trustpilot. Do your homework on CyberGhost VPN. Has damn near a perfect rating. You need a VPN because you need privacy. You be turning on incognito mode and you think you being private. Your internet provider, your school, your job, your home Wi-Fi, they can still see every single thing you doing. And without a VPN, you open yourself up to online scams and hacks, folks. What are you doing? That's where CyberGhost VPN come in. Is you starting to feel what I'm saying? So it's going to encrypt your internet traffic. That means hide it. And they going to reroute it to secure servers in over 100 countries. So that's what's gonna keep you secure and private, huh? Nobody, not hackers, not your internet providers, not even CyberGhost itself can see what you doing online. Now do your homework on CyberGhost. Gives you access to 40 plus streaming platforms, include Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, to name a few. And you can enjoy content that's happening in different countries, folks. Now, you only need one subscription for total protection. CyberGhost works on all devices and operating systems and lets you protect up to 7 devices at once, shorty. So it's perfect for sharing with your friends and family or just putting it on a bunch of devices in your house. Now, you can click the link in the description and get an 84% discount and 4 months free, bro. Plus, with a 45-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support, you can try it completely risk-free. Do not wait. Click the link, download CyberGhost VPN, and start protecting your digital life today. Do your homework. So stay private, stay secure, and unlock global content. Get CyberGhost VPN right now for 84% off and 4 months free. All risk-free with a 45-day money-back guarantee. Click the link in the description and start protecting your digital life today.
Y'all used OTF credit cards to do that. Do not forget that and remember that. This is a cakewalk for the feds. If the feds looking like this, like shit, we finna get some raises off this shit here. They about to pay us overtime for this right here, boy. Some of these niggas on this case might end up getting $500,000 a year by the time they wrap this case up. Okay. Flocka is identified as one of the shooters who engaged with Quando. Brown Eyes is another shooter involved in the incident, and Boogie is the driver of the white Infinity carrying the shooters. All right, so we got the white BMW. The white BMW follows Quando for several hours and indicating premeditation. See, once the feds have pictures and footage and phone records and all that of you following this nigga, it's already over with. Because see, now it's first-degree murder. First-degree murder is treated completely different from second-degree murder because the police look at it like, okay, if you went outside and it was just a regular day in the hood or whatever, and somebody did something or something happened and you end up killing somebody, that's second-degree murder. You might get 5-10 years depending on the circumstances. You might even get all the way off with second-degree murder. You know what I'm saying? First-degree murder, that means you sat down, you planned it, you executed a plan, you had this, you hired this person, you bought this, you did all this planning. That's when they like, okay, that's the worst type of shit you could get because they like, okay, yeah, you a real killer. Like, you really plan to go outside and do this. That's a whole nother ball game. You feel me? So, yeah, that's bad. The BMW departs moments before the shooting, suggesting a planned getaway or coordination among the group. So the BMW got up out of there after they tracked them down, and then the niggas in the Infinity are the ones who end up doing the shooting. So the BMW followed them for a while, got up out of there right before the shooting, and then the shooting happened, and Lil Pap died. Law enforcement is looking into communications and actions leading up to the murder. Analyzing coded messages may provide insight into motives and conspiracy. So this is Flocka and Brown Eyes sitting behind OTF Boogie, who was driving. This OTF Vonnie following Quando Rondo for hours. So it seemed like the BMW was in charge of tracking Quando Rondo, and the Infinity was the people that was in the car that was going to actually do the murders. So somebody said, stop lying. He said, what exactly am I lying about? How the hell you know who was in the back seat? All this is in federal documents. Based on the investigation, Grant was the primary driver of Murder Vehicle 1. As discussed above, in addition to driving the vehicle, Grant took steps to help facilitate the murder. I think Grant is Vonnie, including booking a hotel room for the hitman. Additionally, GPS data associated with Murder Vehicle 1 shows that vehicle was parked outside of a sporting goods store at the approximate time that 4 black ski masks matching the appearance of those used by the shooters were purchased. Okay, so this same car, this is how stupid these motherfuckers is. They used the same car. They probably went to Dick's Sporting Goods, right? So the same car drove to Dick's Sporting Goods while some other niggas went in to Dick's Sporting Goods and purchased what? How many was it? 4 black ski masks. So do you know how fucking stupid you got to be? Number one, you purchase flight tickets with OTF credit cards. Then you get on the flight. Then you go to LA. Then your dumbass big homie Lil Durk gets on a jet and he's in LA during the time of the murder. What a fucking idiot. Then, this is the type of shit I didn't even know was going on. Then, y'all pull up, y'all didn't even, like, bro, what the fuck? Then, y'all pulled up to a store while y'all was in LA. Y'all was there. Y'all was in the place that y'all was gonna commit the murder at. Y'all pulled up to a store with the same car that y'all used for the murder. Y'all parked outside, sent some other niggas in there to buy the ski masks. What the fuck? Y'all bought the ski mask a few hours before y'all did the murder? That, like, I don't like.
Stop it. Get
like,
some help.
Bro, if you in the comments and you think Lil Durk has a fucking chance in hell, you are an idiot. Okay? And the same ski mask matches the purchase of those used by shooters. So the feds can see the exact time that the ski masks were purchased. Even if y'all was smart enough to use cash to buy them, y'all still had the murder vehicle outside, parked outside on fucking all types of cameras. And they still have the time that the ski masks were purchased. Ski masks are one of those things where they always get sent to the feds. The feds always have that information on when and where ski masks were purchased because they know ski masks are used in crimes all the time. So the fact that y'all did that is just fucking stupid. It's just dumb. So, yeah, he said that. This is a picture of Brown Eyes and Flocka doing the shooting. I think they might beat this case if it's going to cost a lot of money, but it's not impossible. Are you stupid? This case is damn near impossible to beat. Too much stuff is linking them to their crew. No, because they only got the snitch and tapes as evidence. If they snitch magically doesn't cooperate, they only got the tapes. I don't know if them tapes are impossible. Hey boy, listen, man. If y'all think he has a chance in hell, y'all are stupid. So my personal advice, Lil Durk, you might be able to get away with it a little bit because you didn't actually do that. So the only way the reason I don't think he's gonna snitch is because if he snitched, he would have to kind of like prove that he didn't really have nothing to do with the actual murders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't snitch. You can't, in the feds, bro, you can't be the head honcho, the person that put the murders plot together and paid for shit and all that. You can't be that person and think that you just gonna get away with, that's not how that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not, bro. You feel it's just not gonna work like that. Now, if Lil Durk had nothing to do with it, or he knew a little bit about it, but he didn't help plan it or nothing like that, then cool. But the feds say that they got wiretap information that say Lil Durk was on wiretap and on the phone telling niggas, hey, don't have none of that shit y'all finna do. Don't use no cars that got something to do with me. He said that, which means he knew that it was getting planned. He knew it was happening. So they're cooked, bro. So my advice, personally, Lil Durk, snitch, get your little 15 years, come home when you like 40, 50, and live the rest of your life with your kids. Other than that, bro, your ass toasted.